All right, good morning, guys. Today, this should be, I think, Wednesday's lesson. For September the 23rd. So, today we're going to start off with some word study again, and we're going to be talking about some prefixes. So, these prefixes are called assimilated because some of our words just sound kind of weird if we just stick un on the front of them or in on the front of them. Think about the word movable. If we put immovable or unmovable, it just doesn't sound right as people were going through developing language and as language developed. So we say I am immovable. And when you're talking about legible, and that's like, can you read somebody's writing? Is it legible? We don't say unlegible or illegible. We say illegible. So M and ill, I-M and I-L, are prefixes that can go onto the front of a base word that also mean not and change the word from something positive to something negative. But they're just a little bit different because they just fit certain words a certain way. So as you go through your worksheet today, kind of take note of those words and be thinking about other words that use M or ill to change the meaning to not. All right. Next, we're going to move on to context clues. Speaking of context clues, so excuse me. So we're going to pull out. So make sure you get out your paper that looks like has context clues on it, and let's get started. All right. So your paper should look sort of like this. Now, if yours is on the screen and you don't have a printer, what I'd like for you to do is maybe just kind of make one up that's sort of like this, which might be kind of a fun activity. So when you have this paper, you're going to cut it out all the way around, okay? If you don't have a printer, I'll be with you in just a minute, okay? And we're going to cut out the objective, and we're going to put it at the top of the page. Then, as you can see right here, it says glue here. That's because you put the glue on the back, because when you glue it to your page, it'll sort of actually look like this, okay? And then you fold in all the sides, all right? And then we're going to write what each one means on the inside. And I will have a paper for you that is also should be found on that website with those links. And it will go through and it'll give you the definitions of each one, and it'll already be typed out. So it might be easier for you to just be able to write those things, because a lot of times when we write things, it helps cement it in our memory. So, like, for example, punctuation clues means that sometimes you can use punctuation clues and style that help you figure out the meaning. And sometimes, let's use contents or antonyms. It says, sometimes a word or phrase is clarified by the presentation of the opposite meaning somewhere close to it. And look for signal words. Well, then you're going to have the word haberdashery. And I'm going to give you a bunch of sentences with haberdashery, and you're going to figure out if you're using punctuation clues to figure out that meaning, or if you're going to use inferences, or if you're going to use contrast antonym clues, restatement, or definition. So basically, like, it's going to say things like this. It may say, haberdashery, which is a store that sells men's clothing, is becoming more common today. So that would be definition, right? Because haberdashery, and then it gives you just right after it, which is a store that sells men's clothing. So that would just be the definition. So definition or explanation clues. So that's what you're going to use to complete this assignment. So if you would, write the definitions on the inside, or if you don't have a printer or just want to do it a different way, you can just write out the word and the definition on a page. And then on the other page, you're going to connect which one belongs to which one, all right? So haberdashery, which way you're using your context clues. I hope that is clearer than mud, because, I think I just confused the heck out of that. But hopefully the written instructions will help you out a lot. All right, that's it for today.